بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So recently I ordered many books, alhamdulillah again, which is not a new phenomenon for me. These books have been sitting here for quite some time. I ordered them in the beginning of the month. Today is the 17th. So I think I got them in around the 5th. I just did not get to unbox them. Was quite some busy in these last few days and weeks. So inshallah I want to share with you some of these books. So I got this from Dar Makkah, I believe. This packet is from Sacred Learning in Chicago. So it's going to be the works of Shaykh Hussein Abdul Sattar, Hafidahullah. And this one, I'm forgetting where it's from. So we're just going to have to find out. So first let's unbox these, inshallah. I've already cut them open. This is, oh, sorry, a book has fallen out. So as you can see here, Sacred Learning by Shaykh Hussein Abdul Sattar, Hafidahullah. The Perfect Journey, Legal and Spiritual Dimensions of Hajj, Umrah, and Visiting Medina, 2015 edition. I simply went on their website and just purchased almost everything they had there. So, basically a guide for Hajj and Umrah. So I actually used this before for a Umrah program. Really enlightening, has nice charts and everything in there. Easy to follow. Also covers the spiritual dimensions, which is unique and very beneficial. Alright, so let's put that here. So this seems to be the same kitab. Maybe I purchased two. Hope they're not all the same kitab. That would definitely be an error not on my part. Okay. Limited Days, Endless Mercy, Spiritual and Legal Dimensions of Ramadan and Fasting, also by Shaykh Hussein. So, all about fasting, the ahkam and the spirituality of it. And they're like nice pocket-sized books with good quality of paper inside. Let's see here. This is some paper here of shukr and reminders. Rest Stops of Remembrance, Handbook of Prophetic Dua and Dhikr. MashaAllah. Okay. Necessary Adhkar of the day and night. So it seems like I probably bought two books of each. Subhanallah. Well, make for excellent gifts. So alhamdulillah, no real issue there. Again, like nice, not pocket sized, but like smaller size, and good quality paper. It's not the cream paper of the Arabic tabaat, but it's nice. Spiritual Development and the Pursuit of Excellence. So this was the book that I really wanted to get a hold of, talking about different aspects of spirituality and what a seeker, a salik on the tariq should, the qualities that they should have. So I'm eager to check that out and read from it. And finally, Nurturing Mountains, Spiritual and Legal Dimensions of Zakat and Voluntary Charity. Okay, so these were the books from Sacred Learning. Eager to check those out, inshallah. Then I have, I think this is from Amazon, this book here, of Shaykh Mustafa al-Badawi, Twilight of a World. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about here. I do know the book is about the comparison between the West and Islam. the Prophet's knowledge, 5 things that God only knows. Then he goes into the causes of deterioration, corruption, basically comparing the Islamic life to the Western life, showing that there's a huge difference between the two. Actually got another book from Amazon as well, The Sublime Treasures, Answers to Sufi Questions of Imam al-Haddad, also translated by Shaykh Mustafa Badawi. So Imam al-Haddad was a very great scholar, I believe in Yemen, around the turn of the millennium, around 1000 Hijri. Very great scholar, also a great Shaykh in Tasawwuf. So he's answering spiritual related questions in this book. Just question, answer, and more of the daqiq and intricate aspects are covered there. Alright, so we move on to box number 2. So this one, I think, this one was from Dar Makkah. So most of them, I just went on a buying spree of Shaykh Mustafa Badawi's works. So he does translations and stuff like that, sometimes original works, but all tasawwuf related. Spiritual Insights, The Threaded Pearls, and Other Ba'alawi Treatises. So here, who are the Ba'alawis? They are Yemeni shuyukh of tasawwuf. So, they've been around for quite some time. Shaykh Mustafa al-Badawi's works revolve around them. So here, this book has many of those treatises, many of those books that deal with the Ba'alawis. Whatever they did. I didn't really look into which treatises are covered there. The Sufi Sage of Arabia. So this is supposed to be a biography of Imam al-Haddad, the same Imam that I've been talking about. Very great Imam. Supposed to be a biography of him, but it contains, from what I hear and what I've read of the reviews, a lot of other stuff about regarding his works, regarding going into those works more and stuff like that. So it's more like snippets from his life than an encompassing biography. From what I hear, I have not read the book. Just a lot of images there. All right. Three treatises: Mutual Reminders, Good Manners, and the Aphorisms. Again, of Imam al-Haddad, and translated again by Shaykh al-Badawi. So, I don't know too much about these books. I just purchased them. I do know that they are in the field of tasawwuf. And, I know a little bit about the author, Imam Alawi al-Haddad. Knowledge and Wisdom. Let's take a quick look at the table of contents here. It's hard to open with one hand. Alright, so it seems like just general advices. It says knowledge and wisdom. It does seem like he's giving advices about talabul ilm, seeking knowledge. So probably good for a student of knowledge in the beginning of their path. Revealed Grace. The Juristic Sufism of Ahmad Sarhindi. So this seems to be a biography of Mujaddid al-Thani, Ahmad Sarhindi, very famous Sufi scholar. So it says the Juristic Sufism, meaning the way Imam al-Rabbani, Imam Ahmad Sarhindi was that he was a great scholar, and his tasawwuf would be kind of under the rule of his fiqh, right? Basically, his understanding of fiqh would be the ruling factor of his tasawwuf. He wouldn't do anything in tasawwuf that would contradict fiqh. So I'm not sure if this is an all-encompassing biography of Imam Ahmad Sarhindi. It's quite thick. or if it is just something more specific regarding the way his methodology was. Chapter 1, Sharia, Sunnah, and Jurists. Chapter 2, Contemplative Experience. Chapter 3, Aspects of the Sufi Path. Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 are his Sufi treatises. So it does seem like his methodology. Instead of just a biography of Imam Ahmad Sarhindi, more of his methodology. And he has left a lot of works, very advanced. The Darqawi way. So Imam Arabi, Mawlay al-Arabi al-Darqawi, very famous scholar of the Shadhili Tariqa. So I saw this book, it just seemed very interesting. Let's see. I'll have to do like a separate video looking into all of these books and sharing with you what exactly they contain. I do apologize, holding it with one hand is quite difficult. My other hand is holding the camera. So let's see here. I'll have to just do this in the B-roll. Look at the table of contents. Sometimes I like a tafsili table of contents where they like really go into the stuff. I mean, sometimes you're just like, what's the point of the table of contents? You could just be like, contents, the book, page 1 to page 300, and then you're done. So, I mean, if you have a table of contents, I think you could do more than one. I don't know if this book does have a tafsili, meaning like an intricate table of contents, but it's always nice. Shaykh Abdul Fattah in his kitabs has an extremely thorough table of contents, which helps a lot. So you can have a general table of contents, and then you have the one that goes real in-depth. Alright, so Sacred Letters, Imam Haddad's Rasail. So what does it say here? It's going to be hard for me to take this out of the plastic. These letters provide unique insights into the Imam's learning, wisdom, and personality. They reflect his relationships with his family, friends, rulers, and others, his life and times, and his reactions to current events. Also notable is his frequent use of verses to highlight points with extra force and eloquence. These are translated in full. So, the Rasail of this great Shaykh. And finally, Al-Hikam, the key to contentment. Or this says Al-Hakim. That's not the book's name. It's the name of Allah Ta'ala. The key to contentment, aphorisms of Imam al-Haddad. So the statements of Imam al-Rabbani or Imam al-Haddad. You see, when you see the book, it looks like it's going to be super thick, but then it's just like this. Subhanallah. Maybe they could have added a sharh to make it more wide. Alright, so let's move these to the side. And we got this last box here. Okay, I know what this is. I'm going to have to cut this open. This is Tafsir. Another Tafsir that I did not imagine that I would get. Try to guess what it is, guys. Let me know in the comments before I show you what it is. I'm not going to take the whole thing out. Tafsir of Shaykh Maududi, Tafhim al-Quran. Now, why did I get this? Because a lot of the Urdu-speaking people, maybe not Deobandi scholars, obviously, but other people who speak Urdu and are enthusiasts of Quran, they love Tafsir Maududi. So I just wanted to get an understanding of where they're coming from. When I check up a ayah, different verses, see, that angle. And there's a Shaykh, he helps us in our Taraweeh, my beloved Shaykh Zubair Sahib. He recommended Tafhim al-Quran. I asked him one day, which he does a khulasa summary of tafsir, and I asked him, which tafsir do you benefit from? So he mentioned that all the tafsir are great, and the ones in earlier times are obviously really amazing, but Shaykh Maududi, he had a modern view regarding things, and it's more contemporary, so you can benefit a lot from it. So he personally used that. So it sparked an interest in me to get it, and I just want to see, what are the differences, how is his style. Then I had the option between getting this and the English one, and I decided, you know what, I do know Urdu, even though it's probably like I'm literate in three languages, English, Arabic, and Urdu, even though I know Bangla and stuff like that, but I'm not literate in Bangla. So out of the three languages that I can read and communicate in and write, etc., Urdu is my weakest, unfortunately. So I need to strengthen Urdu as well. Sometimes when they use like muhawarat, like beautiful language and stuff like that, phraseology, different kind of things like that, there's special phrases for things, I get lost. But in general, I totally understand. So I just wanted to pick it up, and then I know that there is an English version, so if I ever get stuck, I can go online and check out the English and see what he's actually saying. So that was my reasoning for purchasing this great tafsir, and I do hope to benefit from it and see where the differences lie. So khair, jazakallah khairan for sticking through this entire book haul with me. I apologize for lengthening it so much, and I hope you benefited. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.